Hi, welcome to Reality Tech Review. This is my second video. First video was on the TicWatch Pro a little bit some time ago, but been trying to work out what best way to do this, and so I've gone with this way, which is just talking about it basically. So I've got a Mate 20 Pro. I've had it for a year. Excellent phone. I'm just going to do a quick 1 year on review of what I found. Enjoy. So we've got nearly a full year. It was released in November of last year, and the original release I picked up a 6 gig, 128 gigabyte storage version of it. I had it for about 3 to 4 weeks within the 28-day return policy, and then thought, you know what, I'm going to get the 8 gig, 256 gig version storage. So that's what it is. So I sent the 6 gig one back. Nothing wrong with it. Perfectly fine phone, but sent it back, and I actually upgraded to an iPhone. Took the iPhone, put it on eBay on the Friday night. It was sold by Saturday. It was out of the house by Monday. So with that, I then bought this, which is the Twilight, obviously 8 gig, 256 gig version, dual SIM. Imported it. Didn't take that long to come. Took about a week or so. I think I paid 850 quid or so for it. But yeah, it was an excellent acquisition, to be honest. I just thought, I just want a bigger storage, and I fill it generally. So, but yeah, so the cameras, we've got a 40 megapixel main camera, a 20 megapixel ultra wide, and an 8 megapixel telephoto, all more than capable in their own right, and combined in the camera app, they are excellent. That's all I'm going to say really regarding that. You're not going to find a much better camera really for the price. People bang on about the Pixel. I've had a Pixel 2, and it does take excellent photos. I'm not going to say it doesn't. This takes just as good of photos, as you can see in the photo reel that I've strung together. That's the only thing. It's got loads of options within there. I'll just quickly put it up so you can just see it. Let's quickly get into the camera. So there's loads of options. There's some of the options on there, and then you've got Pro mode and real important night mode. All excellent. So it's all more than capable. Video could be better. I must admit, it is a little bit jumpy at times, but generally it's pretty much perfect. I have had the odd moment where I think video could be better, but all round I've used it underwater, I've used it wide angle video. It does a lot. Honestly, it is superb. Not so sure whether it does all these new Apple features where you can put a picture or 2 videos or whatever. We'll see. I don't think it'll be long before Huawei just does a camera update that allows you to do that. It'll just be a downloadable option. But yeah, so that's the camera. Absolutely excellent. I've not really used it in 40 megapixel mode. I use it generally in 10, just because it zooms better in the 10. 40 doesn't allow you to zoom portraits and things like that. So the portrait camera is good. The slow-mo is excellent. There's all this slow-mo by 1000 or whatever. If you can catch a water balloon bursting and show the teardrop of the water, that's slow enough for me, I think, as a general user. If you want it any slower than that, fill your boots with with a better slow-mo camera. But I think the new Mate 30 is going to have a slow-mo camera that's excellent. So we'll see what that brings. Just quickly going into the security-wise of everything. Security updates, I'm currently on August. I haven't got September. Never usually got September until, you know, the month after. So I got August and September, etc., etc. It does upgrade pretty frequently. Little updates, incremental updates, 70 meg here, 80 meg there, 120 there. And then just recently it's upgraded to 9.1, which added a few more things to the Emotion UI. Yeah, so that's on that side of things. So screen unlock, 2 options. Well, there's more options. You can use a password, etc. But main 2 are face and fingerprint. I don't use the fingerprint at all. I just use face rec. There is no need to use a fingerprint on this phone. The face rec is that good. It's more secure. It's 3D face projection. It is excellent. So it's fast. It's slick. It doesn't unlock your phone without your eyes being open. All that sort of stuff. It is just excellent. The other thing I would say is the fingerprint. You have to use it for certain things. So you can't not set it up. So when you're going through the options, do set it up so it's there, because things like banking apps and stuff like that won't use the face rec to do any sort of unlocking or editing of your bank. So that's that sort of thing. You can use a thing called App Lock, which also uses the fingerprint. It won't use face rec for that. But as I say, the face rec, literally, if I'm driving, I'll just look at my phone that's at the side of me and it unlocks. What more do you want? But yeah, it's just as good as the iPhone. It's actually a little bit faster than the iPhone in the unlocking process, because on the iPhone you have to actually physically swipe up. I wouldn't say it's much faster. I'd say it's a little bit faster, but you're talking milliseconds. You know, it is slight. But as I say, you have to actually physically touch your iPhone in order for it to unlock. So that's what it's got the advantage. Go quickly into battery. Battery on it, 4,200 milliamp. It lasts me all day, easy. End of the day, 46% with 5 hours screen on time. I've got Quad HD on all the time, Twitter apps upgrading all the time, notifying me all the time. I have WhatsApp with thousands of different groups on there that I'm part of. Yeah, so basically, yeah, it's constant updating, and yeah, it's 46%, and that's in full. If I'm on performance mode, if I'm gaming, yeah, it might be towards the late 20s at the end of the day. But I can come home from work or come home from doing whatever I'm doing, plug the phone in on the charger that I have 2 chargers, wireless upstairs next to my bed, plug in downstairs. Just plug in the plug-in downstairs when I need some extra power. If it might be on 20%, I can leave it while I make a cup of tea and get something to eat. And in that time, it's charged from 40% up to 85, 90% in that time. The last 10%, it does take a little bit longer to fill that battery absolutely to full. But if you're looking for over 90% after 9 o'clock at night, then you're obviously going late into the day. So I think it'll easily last you until the next day. Yeah, so that's the battery. Supercharging is excellent. Fast charging on the wireless side of things, that's good as well. It's not as fast as the plug-in, obviously, but it's still pretty quick, and it does it in good time. The other things quickly going to go into would be the UI. I don't use EMUI. I use Nova Launcher as my skin. So Nova Launcher Prime, and with that I use the gestures within Nova Launcher, and they also tie into the Google gestures. I also have no app drawer, back button or anything on the screen. It is literally completely gestures only. So I swipe up to swipe up and hold for my recent apps. I swipe up quickly, which is a Nova Launcher thing, which opens my app drawer. I swipe back, that takes me back. Swipe down, that's my notifications. As I say, I'm completely over on the gestures side. I don't use any buttons, capacitive or whichever. They also use the camera, where when I'm on the main screen, I just double press on the camera and that opens my camera up. I don't press down volume twice or anything like that, or power button twice, whichever is set up. I just literally use it all that way. So So yeah, so that's basically the phone. It is absolutely superb. Just quickly double check. Oh, lastly, just talk about the price. I bought this phone 850 quid when it came out a year ago. Now this phone, which is the 8 gig version, this phone is still holding around about 700 quid just because of the 8 gig and the storage option. It is massive in regards to storage, more than you need. I have a nano SD card or nano card in here, which also gives you 128 gigs. So I'm not sure, 370 odd gig at the moment. But yeah, so that's me, and it's still 700. This 6 gig, 128 gig version, that has come down, way down in price to around 450. Be wary though getting a refurb version, because you might not get the charger and the charging cable that comes with it. They're both good because the charging cable's more than a meter. I think it's about a 1.5 meter charging cable, which is a little bit better for when it's next to your bed, etc. But yeah, try and get one with, if you are in the market for one, try and get one that's either new or pre-owned in good condition with the charger. The charger is absolutely essential because it is something that makes this phone better than any others. I recently used the upgrade option on my contract and had a look at the Xperia 1. I should have made a video of it actually at the time because it is an excellent phone. But what I found was the battery come down 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock was down 20%, sometimes 18, sometimes the battery was at 5% with the same amount of screen on time as I have on this. Basically for me, if you're making a phone that's 4K, make the battery so it can stand the 4K usage. This phone stands up to Quad HD in Pro mode. You know, it can stand up. You know, it will last you all day, absolutely no issues whatsoever. I actually have done a full, I haven't got the screenshot. I might actually see if I've got the screenshots in there and upload them for you at the end of the video. But yeah, they're just screenshots on some of the, you know, DX Mark scores and stuff like that. Other little things that only tech savvy people are interested in, if I'm honest. So, but anyway, thanks for watching. It's coming up to 11 minutes now on this video. Thanks for watching. Give me a thumbs up if you like it. Any questions or interest in the phone, just drop a comment down below and I'll hopefully reply to you. But please give me a thumbs up and subscribe. Hopefully get some more videos out. Hopefully a Mate 30 video if I can upgrade to that. As I say, this came without G-apps. Don't be scared that you haven't got G-apps on your phone. It is not the end of the world. Okay, don't lose your faith in Huawei as a producer of quality hardware. This, as I say, is my first. It will not be my last Huawei device. It is excellent. Thanks very much. I'll stop now. Thank you.